Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this special episode of the CX Goalkeeper podcast. I'm really thrilled to have 5 friends together with me because this is the Christmas CX Goalkeeper episode. Let's quickly introduce all the great guests accepting this invitation and this strange discussion that we will have. Rob, do you want to start and introduce yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, everyone. Rob Dwyer here with Happy To, where we are empowering agents for the next generation of customer support.
Thank you very much. And Dennis, where are you and what you're doing?
Hi, I'm Dennis Wakabayashi. I'm here in Belize filming for my Empathy Echoes documentary about frontline call center agents and their transformation from poverty to the middle class. It's great to be here with you, Greg. I'm excited for this episode.
Thank you very much, Dennis. And now we are going to Claire.
Hello, everybody. Hi, I'm Claire Boscq, and I am a keynote speaker. I love talking on employee experience and customer experience because you can't have one without the other.
Thank you very much, Claire. And Paul, now it's your turn.
Hi everyone, I'm Paul from Javelin Content Management. We tell customers stories through the power of video storytelling. Something I'm really passionate about. It's fantastic to be here. Thanks for having me along, Greg.
Thank you very much. And last but not least, Rick.
Hey everybody, I am Rick Denton. I believe the best meals are served outside and require a passport. I am with EX for CX Execution for Customer Experience, where we help companies create actual, honest-to-God, tangible business value from improving their customer experiences.
Thank you very much, Rick. And in my simple words, we have a great team together. With this team, we could win the World Cup of customer experience, and we will have a lot of fun. Therefore, let's kick off this discussion. Rick, what's your learning from 2023?
2023 was a year of reckoning for the customer experience world. This was a year that companies realized that all the pretty journey maps and all the wonderful dashboards and all the scorecards, if there isn't actual results, well, then why do I have a customer experience group? So this 2023 was a year of reckoning. And I think that learning carries forward into next year, how we're going to take CX into a successful path going forward.
Thank you very much, Rick. Paul, your learning from 2023?
I think my learning from 2023, Greg, is that when opportunities present themselves, we should take them. Too many people spend their lives worrying about what might happen if they take the opportunities instead of just taking the opportunity, grabbing it by both hands and working with it. And I think that's something that we can take forward into CX as well, in terms of where an opportunity to provide that amazing customer experience exists. Don't be scared of how you're going to deliver on that, but just focus on doing the best damn experience that you can.
Claire, your learning from 2023?
I think definitely it's about employees and looking after employees, and how do we really kind of empower employees to really deliver amazing customer experience, and how do we really give them the tools, but also tools in terms of tools, technique, processes, but also tools in terms of how do they feel, and because if they feel good, they are going to deliver great customer experience. And a lot more that's been happening this year in organization to really kind of putting the employee in the middle of their business and how do they feel.
Thank you very much. Rob, your learning from 2023?
Yeah, thanks, Greg. What I learned this year is that despite the hype machine around it, AI, Gen AI in particular, is real. It's coming to CX, and it's going to be employed in a variety of ways. And there is some real value behind it. So it's not like the NFT hype that in my mind was a solution in search of a problem. There are real problems that will be solved through AI, and we're seeing that already this year.
Thank you very much, Rob. And now Stacy joined. Therefore, Stacy, could you please short introduce yourself and then share your learning from 2023 for the CX Goalkeeper podcast?
So I am Stacy Sherman. doing customer experience right in everything I do, podcast, blog, writing, speaking, teaching, etc. What did I learn from 2023? A lot personally and professionally in a way of reinvention, but that's personal. Professional, from a CX perspective, I believe that more companies are taking seriously the importance of agent experience. And having worked in a BPO this year and last year, that their companies are realizing, and I've made it my mission to help agents become more valued and the why behind it. So that's something that was a shift for me, because I was always focused on customer experience and employee experience, but there's become this also, especially in the BPO space, where there's these independent contractors, there's the gig CX. And that's something I learned a lot in the trenches this year. And I think I know it's going to continue into next year.
And Dennis,
I didn't learn anything this year. No, just kidding. I think what I learned, what I think I became more aware of is the power of small numbers. And I would just point to this group as something that, while there's very few of us, we're an audience of a small handful together, the meaningful discussions and the support, from just, the academic, the business, but the emotional support that comes from this group has something that has inspired me to rethink in 2024 what it means to have the power of small numbers and a close group of friends. So I just want to say thank you to you guys.
Can I add something that Dennis isn't saying? So Dennis, you also talked about, and it might have been one-on-one, where you have traveled a lot, and I think it was your Africa trip, and you were sharing so much about what you saw there and how much we have.
Yeah.
And the small things that we have are gigantic to them. And I think that's something that piggybacks on what you're saying here. I just want to make sure that comes out because it was powerful.
Well, thank you. Yes. And, I think back to what you're saying, just because, Stacy, you always clarify everything. I think, to sum it all up, what I learned in 2023 was there is more power in gratitude than any of us can possibly express in mere words.
Dennis, what's your prediction or your wish for 2024?
My wish for 2024, and I think it's similar to Stacy's. I've been exposed to some similar facets. My wish for 2024 is that we as an industry begin to be more sensitive to the frontline agents and think thoughtfully about the fact that the most underpaid group of customer experience professionals are the ones that have the most contact with customers. And there is an opportunity for all of us to transform the industry by investing on the front lines. And I predict that doing so will have economic rewards for any brand that is bold enough to do it.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Rick, what's your prediction or your wish for 2024?
A prediction and a wish combined together, coming off of the comment of that 2023 was a year of reckoning for customer experience. I think 2024 is going to be a year of process, a year of execution, a year of actually getting things done, getting out of the boardroom, getting out of the conference room, and actually doing real, tangible, fingers on keyboard work that improve experiences for customers. Absolutely tailing on to what Dennis said there. Where can you make some of those great improvements? Right there at the front line, who are at the epicenter of co-creation of real customer experience.
Thank you very much, Rick. Going to Stacy, what's your prediction or your wish for 2024?
I have so many, and I just made some of those wishes on my birthday cake recently. So my wish is for exponentially more empathy in 2024. I think the world is cold in and out of the workplace, and I crave real connections among people. People understanding there's plenty of room at the top. People understanding that there's plenty of business for enough people to that can be shared, and less friction, less competition in a cruel way. I know that's a big dream, and I don't know that it's realistic, but I think that customer experience professionals, all of us, those in this room right now and not, are helping to make that happen. So it's possible.
Thank you very much, Stacy. In the meantime, Nate Brown joined, and Nate will have a very difficult task because he's going to short introduce himself and share with us his learning from 2023.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, hello. My name is Nate from Nashville, and I am very much a student of this work and learning more and more about it every day from you incredible people and this amazing CX community that we're in. And this is definitely, and you all are going to roll your eyes because it's not like I haven't talked about this with all of you, but certainly my big learning for 2023 has just been the phenomenal power of community. And when brands lead with that, the things that happen when it comes to meaningful connection and lasting loyalty, and it's in the house and out of the house, to use that Denise Leon phrase, you galvanize your own people and turn them on fire as brand ambassadors and connect them in to the workplace community, that guides and guardians layer inside the organization, and then earn the right to extend that out and bring customers in very specific ways. And to have an actual community vehicle where you have customers supporting customers and the most dynamic and robust voice of customer channel you've ever seen in your life. So the more that I read, the more that I see. I'm doing the Belonging to the Brand book currently, Mark Schaefer, and then the Business of Belonging, another resource that's equally as helpful. So I've just been learning and consuming and really want to become more and more of that community builder in this work and beyond.
Thank you very much, Nate. And now let's go to Paul. What's your prediction or your wish for 2024?
I think a combination of generative AI leading to a lot more noise
Paul.
in 2024 that we're all going to struggle. Can't hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
We're all going to kind of struggle to be heard amongst that noise. Ironic. And I think the resulting impact of that is that we're going to be driven to communities. I think communities are going to start to appear more and more in 2024. I think we've already seen a move towards that. And I think 2024, 2025 are going to be the years of real community building, both as customers away from the brands as much as brand-driven communities as well. So thanks for that tee up, Nate.
Thank you very much, Paul. And Claire, what's your prediction or your wish for 2024?
I think it follows up what Nate, what Stacy, what Denise just said. Rick, it kind of bring it all together, but it's collaboration. 2024 is going to be a year of collaborations where we don't compete with each other, we collaborate. So for the greater good of everything that we do, whether it's my business when I started 15 years ago was called the Busy Queen Bee. And I've always got this kind of hive philosophy around it. You know, if we create a hive where everybody is busy, where we can collaborate and cross-pollinate with a different hive, it's just going to bring so much good to our communities, to our world, to the people around us, the clients that we work with. So yes, definitely a community and cross-pollinating different hives would be fabulous.
Thank you, Claire. And Rob, what's your prediction or your wish for 2024?
So I'm going to go back a little bit to my learning about AI and just say it feels a little bit like Jurassic Park, though, right? As much as I'm looking forward to it, it feels like there's a lot of John Hammonds out there playing around with AI. There are a lot of Allens and Ellies who are really excited about AI and putting it to work and using it. And I wish there were more Ian Malcolms looking at the potential consequences of AI and what happens when we unleash it into the world, because that is what we're doing. And I do feel like there are not enough guardrails and there are not enough people thinking about the unintended consequences that are coming. So I hope in 2024, we hear from and see more Ian Malcolms as it relates to AI.
Thank you very much, Rob. Last but not least, Nate, what's your prediction or your wish for 2024?
Well, those are two very different things. In fact, they're kind of the opposite for me. I really think that we're going to see a bit of a deterioration of the CX field as we know it today. It's not sustainable, and I feel like our forefathers and mothers to some degree have a little bit failed to unite us and to create the business impact required to make CX stick in the way that we know it today. I'm not saying it's going away, but I think we will see some new customer-centric practice that will be birthed, a combination of customer success and marketing and sales and what we know as CX. But I don't know that we'll call it that. And it really could be more of that customer success wave that kind of sweeps us all away into that. And it becomes that idea of maximizing customer value is really kind of the name of the game, and that more sales and marketing driven approach to it. So I think it's going to be really fascinating. I don't want that to happen. That's not my wish. I wish that we had done more in the early days to establish CX as a practice in these organizations, as a function. Where we have more and more of those chief customer officer type of roles that are really coordinating this from the C-suite. But I don't think we will see that happen. So it'll be an interesting year. Obviously, the AI conversation is huge. And as Bill Stako says, it's going to go from composer right now to that character stage where AI is just a character in our lives. It's almost like Jarvis is to Iron Man. It's just there with us. And brands are now more a part of our lives than they've ever been before. They're just following along on the journey with us, which I think will be fascinating. But yeah, buckle up, folks.
Thank you very much, Nate. We are coming to an end of this episode, but I desire to use the last few minutes to say Rob Dwyer, Claire Boscq, Paul Banks, Rick Denton, Stacy Sherman, Dennis Wakabayashi, Nate Brown. Thank you for being here, for being part of such a great community. Thank you very much for what you are doing for the CX community, for your family, and for all of us.